me, being all I can be, running endless journeys, always wanting to be free. I write about my fighting, that's always in my heart, and how an open wound can tear a world apart. You said, don't you know, don't you know, you don't have the time for me. You said your mind's in a bad place, so you had to go. You said, don't you know, don't you know, you don't have the time to love me. You said your mind's in a bad place, so you had to go.
The film you're about to watch is called Believe. Believe was created to inspire. Throughout the making of it, I got massive inspiration from the people involved, and I wanted to create a video that people would watch and think afterwards, I can do it. I've tasted success, I've had failure, and failure's not very nice. The subject of success and the belief it takes to be a success is really important to me. The main reason I wanted to make the film is because I failed so badly. So I'm at rock bottom right now, and I've got to get back, and I needed the people that were in the film to help inspire me to get back on top. Because I am genuinely at rock bottom, I could not go any lower. Effectively, I'm the biggest failure in the film. Like, I woke up one day and realized I cannot get any, I am the biggest failure that I've ever known. I can't feel any more than I have. So it's time to actually start rebuilding here. Unacceptance of failure that some people just have. There's some people have that element within them that they will not accept. And no, every time we finished an interview, I was inspired. So every time we asked the questions and found out about their highs and lows of life, it was an honor to be a witness to the strength that they were able to show through their challenges.
KAZ HAWKINS is the epitome of a fighter who has fought all their life and is ready to stand on stage and tell her story.
JOBY FOX is he's a wee 14-year-old boy, and in the classroom we're reading a book called Joby. Instantly I took on the name. Everybody pointed at me and went, Joby. So that's who JOBY FOX is, really. Nothing to do with music. A lot of people think it's got to do with music, you know, the name and everything, but that's where I got the name.
TERRI HOOLEY's the biggest madman that ever walked the earth in Belfast. Lunatic. Good, bad, but not evil. That's what I am.
That's me. A happy-go-lucky guy. Love my music. It's been a big thing in my life. I'm still playing, and kids coming up nowadays never give up. I haven't. And I'm hitting 66.
For me, success is it's a personal thing. For me, it's about inner satisfaction and the things that you tasked yourself to do, reaching those goals, regardless of what they are. Anywhere where you've tasked yourself, it doesn't have to be a big sort of flamboyant thing. Success, it's inner stuff for me. I'm successful due to the fact that I've been in my chosen profession for 33 years. I'm still here doing what I set out to do, and I'm making a living out of it, so I feel successful.
I think success is changing people's lives for the better. If you do that, I think that would be pretty successful. I don't regard success in terms of money. Never been interested in money. I just think that if you could go out and make people's lives a bit better and make them happier, then that's successful to me. It's the most important thing, I think.
Success, define it. Do you define it in money? Do you find it in having big homes, big cars? No. I don't. People say, always have a dream. I'm living a dream. I'm still going. If you want to pick up a guitar, pick it up. Go for it. You've got nothing to lose, but you have everything to get.
I was successful when I confronted my demons of child abuse, when I was sexually abused when I was a kid, when I was a cocaine addict, on lots of different things through life. I was successful in, overcoming depression. I lost my kids to foster care for 7 years. I was the first woman in Northern Ireland to ever get 3 children back out of foster care. So that was successful. Everything in my life I've been successful at once I confronted the demons of my life's journey.
Failure is something that you can be philosophical about, and failure is an essential part of learning. It shouldn't be something that you carry with you. Learn from it and move on. I go out to America a lot now these days, and over there they have a different cultural view of failure. Failure to them is almost like a badge of honour. It's like a credential. If you can talk about your failures and say, well, I've learned from that. As long as you don't consistently repeat them. If you've failed on something, that means that you've got an insight. You do learn from failure. That's my view also. I'm more with the American idea.
Yeah, plenty. I've had lots of failure. I think that's what makes you go on. It depends on your termination of failure. I mean, Good Vibrations just opened its record shop for the 11th time. Do you regard that as a financial failure, or am I just addicted to opening a record shop, or is it a community centre for care in the community? I think it's more a place where people meet, and that's the thing what's missing with young people nowadays. I mean, when I was growing up, record shops were the place that you hung about. This is where you found out where all the good gigs were. This is the sort of people that give you information about records that were really important to me. I think you miss all that community spirit, and I think Good Vibrations still has it. Everybody comes in for a chat. Some people have been telling me the same conversation for 30 years. But then again, people go, but you ended up bankrupt. Well, if that's their idea of success, it's not mine. I never was interested in money. I was my good Methodist upbringing.
I had an accident when I was 21, which left me partially paralysed in the right arm. So I had to walk around with my arm tied around my neck like that for about 18 months. And the boys in that band, they never got rid of me. I went back with them till I ended up, I got fed up with this caliper, this big Iron Man, I started wanting to stick on my own. I did all these springs and rubber bands, put my hand back. No, I never give up. Never give up. No way.
My one biggest regret is that my kids suffered through my decisions. Although I had no control over some of the decisions that I had to make, but that's my biggest regret. I couldn't change it if I wanted to, but the fact that they suffered, I regret. When I went back and I got my kids back, they had faith in me, but there was always something there that was I going to leave them again? Was I going to, hurt them emotionally? So that humbled me, because they gave me a chance for them to come back to me, to want to come back, because they believed in me.
If I could go back in time and give myself one piece of advice, it would be, get some sleep. Get some sleep. Always remember your sleep. Always remember rest and eating well. Eat well, drink plenty of water, and get some sleep. A lot of the crisis in my life was sort of sparked off by overdoing it, not drinking enough water, not eating properly, and really burning the candle at both ends. And whilst that might sound a little sort of strange coming from someone like me who's been involved in the rock and roll business for 33 years, that is the best advice, because I think we're as human beings, we're limited. We get a certain amount of energy a day, and it's like a currency. That's it. It's a basic, simple, rudimentary: drink water, eat some good food, and get some rest, and move closer towards your goal every day.
Don't get involved with women, and don't let women lead you astray.
Do it all again.
If I could go back in time, oh wow, that's a good question. If I could say one thing to my younger self, in that time she was very confused, very hurt, a lost soul, and if I thought she would have listened, I would have told her to fight harder, to believe. As much as she thought she was strong, as much as she thinks she's strong, she's way more stronger than that. When nobody else wants to know and nobody else has faith in you, that you don't take that on board. You get on the horse and you get out to put your big girl panties on, and don't care what anybody says to you, just go and get it. It's yours.
Been a nice guy. Been a character. I've had a great life. And it's not finished yet.
That's an easy question. For me, I'd like to be remembered for humanity, my humanity. That I tried to reach out, and what I learned from life, I tried to share with others, all the good stuff. That it was non-judgmental, no matter who you were.
I don't know. What would it be? I never took sides in the trouble. Suppose that would be it. Didn't see the point. Didn't see a point of workers going out and killing workers. It was all so mad. It was just all madness. It was ridiculous. I think that's the proudest thing. I just never took sides. And I wasn't interested in any side. I hated both of them with passion. Still hate them. Can't understand what it's all about.
I'll be remembered for physical music that I'll leave behind, for memories and all the rest of it, but on my headstone I want it wrote that she lived, she partied, she was funky, she was crazy, she was bonkers, but what a ride.
I believe when people actually dig into themselves and look for what they believe in and what they could believe in, that they almost get a helping hand from the universe. It's at that time that the universe actually holds your hand and pulls you along. I think there's kind of a magic there that happens, a kind of strange force that in life which is working there.
Because I believe that we're all a family of man. That I've got a brother in Melbourne, a sister in Prairie, and the whole wide world is mum and dad to me.
All of you are in this room right now because you were curious about belief, because somewhere deep down inside you actually believe you can make a difference.
If they were listening, I would just say, listen to this girl singing.
And you shouldn't let anyone tell you on that journey, just as everyone in this video hasn't, that they're not going to be able to do it. Even right down to this film. I spoke to a few different people and they said, you'll never do that. You'll never be able to make that. You'll never get people to open up. You'll never get what you're looking for on camera until I met you. And then suddenly, in a heartbeat, we were on the path and the film's made. We're sitting here now, having finished the film.
Believe.
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 Believe, because I believe.
Come dance with me, it'll be alright. He says
Do it with all your passion and
That was on my
can do it.
What was the question?
Believe. I believe. For every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. Sorry,
You're right.
I'm just in the middle of being filmed in the About belief.
Is there anything we've missed that you want to say?
Hello, Mum.
What motivates you to stay?
Alright, because the belief just keeps coming out and coming out.
Is there anything you want to say that we haven't asked you?
Is the bar still open?
Come